Hi guys, welcome back to art class. This week we need what we normally need, our paint, water, brush, pencil, eraser, napkin, and your sketchbook underneath. So go ahead and get that set up. And what we're going to be painting today is this right here. This is a plant that's native to Indiana. It's called a blazing star. And it doesn't look really great because my printer is messed up. I have to change an ink cartridge. But these are like a pinkish purple flower or plant on the top. And then they grow about 3 feet tall. So maybe you've seen those before. We're going to be painting those and practicing our one stroke leaf shape that I taught you. And then we're going to add this native Indiana butterfly to it, and this is called a pipevine swallowtail. So we're going to have these flowers with this butterfly on the flowers. Okay, so to get started, we need some water and green paint. I'll show you which green I'm using. Remember, when we paint with green, when we're doing plants and trees, it's good to add a little bit of brown to it so that it looks slightly more realistic. Okay. And to get these plants started, we're going to start over here. We're going to paint the plants over here, and then the butterfly will be over there. So to get started, do a whole bunch of this shape like this. You can do a middle stalk to help guide you. And we're gonna paint, let's do 3 or 4 of these. See how when I add brown, it just looks a little more realistic. And to make this leaf shape, I'm starting at that middle stalk and I'm flicking my brush and lifting as I flick it out. Do a couple more of those. And put a lot of leaves on there, but don't put so many on that you can't see the white in between. You see how we still have some white shining through? That makes it look more realistic than if you put so many leaves on that it's completely opaque. I'm going to do a shorter one over here. And this is the bottom half of those plants that I showed you, of these blazing stars. We're going to put the flowery tops up here. Okay, so once you have something like that, you should be good. And do you see how it's sort of like we got this section done right here. Okay, once we have that, we're going to add in the pinkish purple tops. So I'm going to come in and get purple and add a little bit of red to it, and that'll give us a really pretty fuchsia. These are bright flowers on this plant, so that's what we want. So again, purple and red. And to get this texture, we're going to tap in the flowers in kind of a cone shape. They get a little bit bigger at the top. I'm just going to outline this like in dots for you, and a little thinner at the bottom, okay? And then tap that in. Fill it in and give it lots of texture. Remember not to tap so hard that your bristles split out, because that will damage your brush. And again, I'm just going to outline sort of where I should be tapping. All right, so there's our pinkish purple tops, and I'm going to come back in and add these dark sections right here by putting black and brown on my brush and extending that tapping just down into the green a little bit. See how I did that? Put a little bit of black in the bottom of the flowers and then extend it down the stalk into the green. A little bit of black at the bottom and then extend the black into the green. While I have this blackish brown on my brush, I'm going to add some shadows into the green part as well. Make sure you can see. Come down here and add some darkness in those leaves if you haven't already. That'll make them look more realistic at the bottom. All right, that looks pretty good. I think one more little thing I might do here is add some black dots into the flowers here and there. Just a couple spots. Okay, I'm pretty pleased with that. So now, see how simple that was? Now we'll go on to the butterfly. And this is the part where you're going to need to get your pencil out. And let me zoom in here for you so you can see how I'm drawing this butterfly. I'm going to put the butterfly on this flower. Okay. And here's that butterfly again. Pipevine swallowtail. And we're going to look at it like this. It has sort of a long oval body, right? These wings are like triangles, kind of like the fish fins that we did the last couple weeks. And then this back part is, I don't know what you would call that, almost like an oval, but it gets narrower on this side with that part hanging off. All right, so I'll show you how to do that on this flower. Remember, I'm going to draw dark. You go lightly. So first of all, let's get the body. And I'm going to fatten up his belly a little bit like this. Don't worry, we're going to paint all of this black anyway on his body. Here's the head. And then butterflies are insects, so they have 6 legs, and these legs are actually showing pretty well. You can see all these legs standing on the flower top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can put a little bend in them. 6. And they have antennae. And then this wing starts on his back. It's pretty big. Goes up. Down and around. Do you see how that's sort of shaped like a triangle? It's like those rounded out triangles again. And the second wing is behind there. And that just goes like this. All you see is this tip, this rounded tip of it that comes back down like that. And then this wing over here, we already have this part done. And we're just going to fill in this part of the wing, round it out like that, and add that on the back. And that'll get it pretty close. Again, I'll show you what that looks like. If you want to go in and make this part have these little ridges, feel free. I'm just trying to simplify it. And I'm going to erase where those connect. Okay. So now for painting it, it's a lot of black, but we're going to add navy blue in to get the reddish tone out of the black. And then these parts, actually I'm going to draw on these circles so that we make sure that we put the right color paint on there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so it looks like 4 on the top curve, 3 on the bottom curve. So let's put those in like this. We'll just do simple circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And we'll make this part sectioned off so that we know that that's where the black stops. Like that. All right, once we have that, let's get our paint. You know what? There were also some dots on the top wing that I forgot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And look at how these get smaller as they go up. I'm going to add those on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. now we can paint. I'm going to start with these light dots because those are the lightest color. We're going to do those in orangish yellow. And then I'm going to paint this section of the bottom wing a nice blue. I'm going to use, let's see, I think this would be a good blue for it. Maybe mix with a little black to darken it. And paint around so that you don't touch the orange. And then this back part is black. And this section is black too. All right, we can go ahead and do his body black as well. Remember to mix a little navy blue in with your black. And then we're going to do these wings black, but the top section of the wing is more like a light gray. See that? And we're going to do that by making it a little bit more watery right there. So start with the black down here at the bottom. And I'm going to show you how to pull the black into the rest of the wing without making it too dark. All right, now just take water on your brush, clean water, and touch where that black ended and draw it up into the rest of the wing. You don't want too much water like I have here, otherwise it turns into a puddle. But do you see then how it went from black and it faded really nicely into the rest of the wing? You can add a little bit more black if you feel like it's not dark enough up here. I'm gonna just touch this. And then do the dragging technique again. So clean water on my brush and just sort of blend it into the top of the wing. See? And then that back wing is really dark, so try to get that nice and saturated. Make sure that's not too watery with navy blue and black. There we go. Look how nice that is. So that's Pipevine Swallowtail Butterfly with a Blazing Star plant. Let's zoom out here. Should look something like that in the end. Thank you to everyone who has shown me pictures of your artwork. I really appreciate it. I'm always happy to see what you guys have created. All right, so I will be back in 2 more weeks with another painting for you guys to do. Have a good one.